spicy vodka pasta with spicy garlic bread in under 30 minutes? Please. As I said that, I realized, pasta's pretty quick. The sauce is quick. The garlic bread is quick. So it's not like, I'm making a roast beef in under 30 minutes and being really excited about it. But the point is, you have time to make delicious food. You really, really do. Here's the plan. We make the garlic butter for the garlic bread. Spicy. We get the sauce happening for the pasta. We get the pasta boiling. I'm using rigatoni. The pasta and the sauce go like this. The garlic bread goes in the oven, everything comes out, and we're eating large. I forgot, we're gonna do a little breadcrumb thing for the top of the pasta. It's gonna be so good, I can't wait. Garlic bread butter nonsense first. We begin with half a cup of softened butter. Please make sure it's softened butter. If it's hard, it's a whole different world, and you don't wanna melt it. You don't. So now I need some, I could have done this in advance, but look, we got a little time, let's do this. We need some parsley in here. You know I love it, so just do a bunch of parsley. Well, maybe not quite this much, but you do want a decent amount.
That's a lovely Sam the Cooking Guy Nikiri knife. I wonder if they're still in stock.
Are they still in stock?
They are.
They are. All right. Let's put about half of this in here, like that. Let me just scoop up the rest of this. I'll put it in my deli for later. I will also wipe this down because I absolutely 100% cannot work in a messy environment. Yes, I'm a little anal about it, so sue me. Is that such a big deal? And while we're here, I need some green onions cut too. Oh, look at them, just running away. They're all scared. Chop these guys up pretty fine. If you hate green onions, oh, I can't believe that, so not to worry. I mean, if you hate green onions, keep it to yourself, don't tell me.
If you hate green onions, he hates you.
I didn't want to be that guy, but
but it's true.
It's kind of true. Okay, you got your green onions. You know what else you need for garlic bread? Garlic! So I got a couple big cloves here that I will squeeze. Oh. That's why I love this garlic press. Gosh, because so much comes out. Don't forget, you're a subscriber, there's a chance you could end up with one of these. Engraved? Embossed? What's it called?
Engraved.
Engraved with some nonsense. All right, we need about a half a cup of shredded Parmesan, and it will look like this. Good pinch of kosher salt and pepper. And then I did promise spicy, and that will come in the form of sriracha and a couple tablespoons. And to this, we will now mix. Oh yeah. Fantastico. If you can't smell garlic at this point, you need to add more. 3 cloves, wouldn't be terrible. All right, perfect. Here's what we're gonna do. Next up, here's our little baguette. I'm gonna cut this across the equator. Hope I don't jack up my hand or anything. Beautiful, 2 halves. These will now go on here. I'm gonna take this and put it under the broiler just until it starts to get some color. I don't wanna burn it up because it's going back in. Just until a little golden brown. You'll see that in a second. And this is what it looks like. I just want a little crisp here because the butter's gonna go on and I want this part already heated up a little bit. So this is perfect. So we could do this. Nothing bad is gonna happen. We'll put about half of this on each side and spread it out. Let me tell you what makes garlic bread good. Butter. And lots of it. So look, I'm always a fan of saying don't be cheap when you put a sauce on a burger, on a sandwich, that kind of thing. Same thing for here. I know this looks like a lot of butter, and frankly it is, but this is the way you want it. Do you want really good garlic bread, or do you want okay garlic bread? Do you want your neighbors going home saying, holy crap, that was the best garlic bread I've ever had, or we don't need to go back there? Okay, I'm a little torn. Maybe you don't want your neighbors coming back, and this good garlic bread will bring them back, but so just imagine you're eating it by yourself.
So only serve this to good neighbors.
Only serve, Max, excellent thinking. Only the good neighbors. You know, the second you said that, I'm going through a list of people in my head that I would not serve this to.
I know, the people who called the cops on us in the cul-de-sac with the dogs.
Remember that.
Give us some bad neighbor stories in the comments, because we've all got them.
Everybody has them. And I hope that none of you are that bad neighbor. Okay, good. So this does this size baguette. I don't know what this is. 9, 10 inches. it would also do a longer skinny one because less surface area. Okay, so this is gonna sit. This is gonna take about 3 minutes under the broiler, but not till the pasta is ready. I'll put this out of the way and we begin our pasta. Our sauce begins with a shot of olive oil and about a half of a finely diced red onion. We give this about 2-3 minutes to soften. Now some garlic. Oh, boom. We're gonna try and slam 3 cloves into this quickly. 2, 3. Little splooch of oil. And we mix. Lovely smell, lovely. And just as the garlic starts to take over our nostrils, we add a 6-ounce tin of tomato paste. And we'll let this sort of fry away with the onion and garlic a little bit in the pan for a couple minutes, thereby building a lovely layer of flavor. It will darken up a bit, and when this looks like it's starting to get some color, we'll deglaze with a 1/4 cup of vodka. Scrape the bottom, and when it's evaporated, I'm on very high heat here. I do not need to be. I should turn this down. Now we're gonna add a cup of heavy whipping cream. And now with my reduced heat, we will start to turn this into a lovely sauce. Look at the color. Look at the color. Look at the color. Gorgeous, huh? All right, let's add some seasonings. We start with a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, like that. And then I like about a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika for that beautiful smoky notes. And we mix. Okay, you can let this simmer away on low for, I don't know, a couple minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull this off because while we wait for our water to boil, let me start a little breadcrumb thing. So into our little pot, we'll throw a little bit of butter and a little shot of nice olive oil. Wait for that to melt. And when it's melted, we'll add, I don't know, what is that? Half a cup of breadcrumbs, a little hit of salt and pepper, and we'll stir it. Our goal here is what I call crispy breadcrumbs. We do this at Not Tacos for our Korean short rib. You get the panko in with the butter and the oil, and then after a couple minutes, they change a little bit of color, they get crispier, and they're better. So let this just start to do its thing. We have one thing to add to it once they start to crisp up. So that's what we want. This brown, this crispy, beautiful. I said there's one more thing to add, and it's a little parsley. Come on, right? Now look, 1,000 times better. This is perfect. We'd set this off to the side. We're not using this until a garnish at the very end. Meanwhile, let's check our water. And our water looks like, there we go, boiling. In drops a pound of pasta. I'm using rotini to mix it. You always have to mix when you put it in or it'll stick. And by the way, the water has been heavily salted. All right, lid on, we let that start to do its thing. This comes back, you just bring it back to life a little bit. We're gonna be adding some pasta water to thin it out. Let this start to warm back up, the pasta in the pot. We're almost throwing everything together in the most beautiful way possible.
Mr. Genius put a little bit too much water. Yeah, why did he put a lid on top? Hey, if only he wasn't slacking back there. If only you weren't slacking, then this water wouldn't be overflowing.
All right, so here's where we're at. The sauce is ready, the pasta's ready. So let's throw these two together. And that's gonna look like this. A little bit of pasta water is never gonna hurt anybody. In fact, we're gonna save some right now because we're gonna wanna thin this a bit. But first, all the pasta goes in. Nice. Super nice. Who's happy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just you wait till this is finished, buddy. Just
Chance,
you wait.
you happy?
Chance, you happy?
Yeah.
Chance is surfing. All right.
Got a high voice.
Let's start to mix this. And you can see how thick it is, right? I mean, it's gorgeous, but it's absolutely too thick. So, let's add some of this pasta water. I say you start with about 1/4 of a cup, and then you can always add more, but if you make it too thin right off the bat, you are what we say in the restaurant business. Fucked. I just realized I forgot to season this. Salt and pepper, that's okay. It's okay. Gorgeous. Okay, I want a little more. So far I'm in about 1/2 cup. You make it the way you want it. Ready to add one more fun thing? Parmesan cheese. Some good Parmesan cheese. I used bagged Parmesan cheese for the bread. So we want, you know, I don't know, about 1 ounce of this. We'll throw some more over the top right at the end when we go to serve it, but let's mix this a bit. I'm so happy right now. More. Moss cheese. Moss. You've seen me use this thing before, but if you haven't, it's called a microplane zester, made by the microplane people that typically make woodworking tools, but they figured out that this wood rasp would be amazing for all kinds of things. And cheese is for sure one of them. So the cheese has thickened it up a little bit. A little bit more water. I think that's our last add. Now we let everything heat through. All right, this is ready. Let's take it to the counter. Our bread is on the way out. We're gonna be very happy. And look at how gorgeous. But wait, because it gets gorgeouser. Boom! Look how amazing this is. Ow, ow, ow. Look at this. Come on now. That's the prettiest garlic bread I've ever seen. So let's just cut this into some pieces. All right, we'll put it this way. Now this kid comes over here a little closer. And now we do this. One more stir. Gorgeous. Bit more cheese, I promised. Like that. And now remember the breadcrumbs, because they're gonna look like this. Damn it. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. You're not kidding me? I'm not kidding you. Well then what the hell? Exactly. You need a bite of that first. I mean, yes, the pasta, but really this for sure. A little spice from the sriracha, but it's crispy, it's cheesy, it's garlicky, but it's got the right amount of grease in it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's the way you want it. Okay, a bite of the pasta. Oh, the crunch right away. Oh my goodness. You know, the spice, the smoked paprika is really important. It's really important. I used to make a pasta for the kids when they were younger, and I would put vodka in. And my wife would say, they don't need the vodka, don't put it in. I go, but the alcohol goes away, it enhances the flavor. So one day she convinced me no vodka. I didn't put vodka in. What happens? The kids at the table. This tastes different. Little frickin' palates. They knew what they were doing. All right, love you guys for being here. If this is your first time, if you're a virgin to Sam the Cooking Guy YouTube channel, if you feel like getting a little crazy, hit the subscribe button. Join us. We're one big ass fun family based on deliciousness. See you, everybody.